British police are trying to determine what would turn a small-town taxi driver into a mass killer.
In the wake of one man's 3-hour rampage through the countryside yesterday on a lovely summer morning, shooting to kill.
Derrick Bird was born November 27, 1957, was the son of Joseph and Mary Bird. He had an older brother and a twin brother. Bird lived alone in Rora, a small village in Cumbria, England. He had 2 sons with a woman who he later divorced, and weeks before the shooting he had also become a grandfather. Bird was self-employed as a taxi driver in Whitehaven, Cumbria. People who knew him said he was quiet and popular, and that the shootings were a shocking out-of-character event. However, there were signs of problems in Bird's life. In 2007, a group of men beat him until he was unconscious to avoid paying their fare. While he made a full recovery, friends state that this event changed him irreparably. Soon after this attack, it is thought that Bird sought help for his mental health. Bird was being investigated by authorities over tax evasion and the existence of a secret bank account that Bird had accumulated £60,000. He feared he would go to prison, and he became convinced that his twin brother, David, and their family solicitor were trying to get him sent to prison for tax evasion. There were also signs of further familial tensions over Joseph Bird's will, which was being disputed. David received 44 calls from Bird just 3 days before the deadly rampage. Bird had worked as a joiner at Sellafield Nuclear Plant, England. However, he resigned in 1990 after being accused of stealing wood. He was later convicted and received a 12-month suspended prison sentence. As a result of this grievance, the power plant was placed on lockdown for the duration of the rampage, and the afternoon workers were told not to come in. 3 of the victims of Bird's rampage were formerly employees of the power plant. Bird started his rampage on the morning of the June 2, 2010, when he set off in his taxi for Lamplugh, where his brother lived. Bird went straight to David's home and immediately shot him 11 times in the head and body with his .22 caliber rifle. He then went to Freisington, where the family solicitor, Kevin Commons, lived. Bird shot Commons twice in the shoulder with his shotgun, and then switched to his rifle and shot Commons a further 2 times in the head. Police were contacted at 10:20, and at 10:33 Bird arrived at the taxi rank he worked at. Here he came across Darren Ricasel, another taxi driver that Bird had previous conflicts with. Ricasel apparently stole fares and let down the tires of Bird's car. Bird shot Ricasel at point-blank range twice with his rifle. People living in the towns surrounding Whitehaven were told to stay inside, as Bird's unpredictable rampage continued, and he started to shoot randomly at people. Later that day, it was reported that 12 people had been killed and 11 people were injured, 3 of which were left in a critical condition. The suspect, Derrick Bird, had committed suicide using his rifle. Approximately 30 crime scenes were investigated by police along a 24-kilometer stretch. It was also revealed that Bird fired 47 rounds in total, 29 with his shotgun and 18 with his .22 rifle. He had 6 live rounds on his person and a further 8 in the rifle. In Bird's home, 750 ammunition were found along with 240 shotgun shells. There was also a large amount of financial paperwork in his home. It is difficult to comprehend exactly why Bird did what he did, with many motives having been discussed. It is entirely possible that he did what he did because of a buildup of multiple events in his life, including the tensions with his brother and a job loss. However, regardless of the reasons behind the rampage, 12 innocent people lost their lives.